This is the Retirement Key Podcast with Abe Abish, founder of Abish Financial Services.
And I'm Heather Branch here with Abe to ask for his insight on the things you can be working on now to better prepare for your financial future. The retirementkey.com is where you can start your conversation with Abe and his team at Abish Financial Services about your retirement plan. We also have links posted in the show notes, so you can just click there, or again, find us anytime at theretirementkey.com. Abe, I realize it's summertime. We should be talking about summertime. What's the song lyric? Summertime and the living's easy, and all of the things that we look forward to this time of year.
I was thinking about Will Smith's song too, right? Summertime. He's got a summertime song.
Good call.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That's a throwback.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to ask you about was I wanted to talk about things that people worry about. And it's interesting too. I bet if you were to ask different people from different ages, different phases of life, different parts of the world, things that they worry about. What do you worry about, for example, Mr. Financial Advisor? Not just professionally, maybe personally. Yeah.
So personally, just kind of going about life and a huge accident happening, right? That's unexpected.
Really? Is that something you're nervous about?
Maybe, I don't know that I worry about that too much. What I probably would be most concerned with, and I don't really give it a lot of thought, but just the things that you can't control, like getting sick. You're healthy until you aren't, and then you're diagnosed with stage 4 cancer or something like that. And it's like, wow, like where'd that come from?
Yep.
And it happens at all ages. So that, would probably be one of my biggest personal fears. But what are you going to do? You got to control what you can. And
that's right.
Eat healthy and exercise and do everything. Give yourself the best shot, right? And stay healthy. And your environment matters, your nutrition matters, your exercise matters, your marriage matters, relationships matters, your work and what you
Everything
do matters. Your faith matters. All of those things, I feel like if you have good balance can help.
Yeah.
But that's probably one of my biggest fears. And it's happened in the family, and the accidents, and then just these bad health diagnoses that are kind of sometimes unexpected are the worst, but it's part of life. And so we want to try to control what we can.
That's right.
And also give it up in a way. And just talking about faith, I would just personally recommend giving it up. Give up control. You can't control everything.
Yeah.
I believe in a higher power.
We're Americans.
Yeah.
Capitalism.
Yeah.
Control. Yeah. That's what we want.
So, we've got to trust. We've got to trust that things will work out, and we're in better hands.
It's interesting, though, because I think that if you were to ask most people what they worry about, most people would say things that they really don't have control over.
Yes.
And that's the stuff that keeps them awake at night, whether it's something like an accident or an illness, or something about, being an advisor here in the greater Washington, D.C. area, in Northern Virginia. A lot of people have concerns about what's going to happen in politics in the next election, those kinds of things. Again, things that we have very, very little control over.
I know.
And yet it keeps us awake. So
I know.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. All the different things we worry about. A lot of people have anxiousness over world events, wars happening in Europe, the economy. However, what is interesting is how many of us lose sleep over some things that we can control. For example, the work that you do every single day at Abish Financial Services, helping folks figure out their retirement plans. So many people lie awake at night wondering if they're going to be able to survive retirement and not run out of money.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. How you as a financial advisor, how do you help relieve this burden of worrying for the things that we can control?
We take the guesswork out of the equation as much as possible, Heather, right?
Yeah.
So we run the math, get somebody in here, get all the information, put all the reports together, get accurate information from our clients, put it all together, all the information together that's going to address their goals, objectives, everything they want to accomplish, put all the money together, all the income, their expenses, their risk, their investments. Then we can have a very good picture of what's going to happen, right? Hey, if you stay down this road, if you stay down this path and you've got $2 million in Tesla stock and you have $2.5 million to your name, you better make some changes because that's darn risky, right? Or that's just a random example. But, if you have this much set aside in cash, you might not want to have that much. If you have this much in stock, this much in real estate, you just put all of these things together in a well thought out, actionable plan for people. And then you can start controlling the things that are in your control. But man, 2024, there's so much that's out of our control. As you mentioned, the election's right around the corner. And we've almost forgotten about that, but it's going to heat up soon here with all these debates and everything.
Kidding me? The political ads have already started. How can you forget? I'm not looking forward to the
right. You've got inflation, which has been a huge part of the narrative here the last couple of years. Interest rates because of that. The stock market, the election. You've got a couple wars. If you want to worry, you want to be anxious right now.
There's plenty of things. There are plenty of triggering things. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's so many things you can't control, but your financial plan and retirement plan, to a large degree, you can. And that's by taking emotion out of all this decision making and looking at the math, putting all the numbers together. And for most people, they don't know how to do that, right? So most people don't know how to change the oil in their cars. Most people wouldn't know how to work on their heart if they needed heart surgery. Most people wouldn't know how to fix their foot if they needed foot surgery and put a new roof on their house, right? I mean, some people could figure it out, and some people listening right now are like, yeah, I do know how to do that. However, most don't. So most people hire that out. Most people seek advice, seek out professionals and experts in their field that are the best at what they do in that specific field, right?
Yep.
And that's exactly how we help people, Heather. So people come here to Abish Financial. We are a phase 2 retirement planning firm that really only works with people, for the most part, 55 years old and older. There are only a few firms in this entire DC metro area that really do what we do and really specialize in working with people 55 and older. We hardly ever will work with a 40-year-old because they have 25 years ahead of them. 50s, 60s, 70s. Why? Because most people have done things on their own. Most people have worked with another phase 1 advisory firm to get to retirement. And then they need help with all these things they're asking their current advisor or themselves about, and they don't know the answers to, right? So people want to get out of their own way. They don't know what they don't know. And they say, you know what? I know I need a new plan. I know I need guidance on when to take Social Security, how to reduce the risk in my portfolio so I stop investing like a 40-year-old, how to generate income from my portfolio because I'm going to stop working. When do I take this pension? Which option do I take? How do I handle RMDs? These things don't even matter when you're 40 and 50 years old, right? Because you're 20 plus years away.
Yep.
So we just helped, as an example, we just helped a lady that's been listening to our radio show for a long time. She's a business owner and local here in Loudoun County, Virginia, and also a recent widow, a few $1 million saved, and really just concerned about everything. Her and her husband were running businesses together, running all their financials together. And when you've got someone by your side, it's a lot easier, right? To talk about things, to plan for things. When you're doing it on your own, it can be super overwhelming and daunting, especially when you lose a spouse or a partner.
Yeah.
And especially when you don't know a lot about everything. So she's super concerned about everything because her husband was there really helping along the way. And as we dug under the hood and put together her analysis for her, one of the main reasons why she was concerned, Heather, is because nearly everything she had, close to that $2 million, was in individual stocks with a big box phase 1 firm.
Okay.
And here she is, 71, 72 years old, realizing this may have helped me get to where I am now. But the last thing I want is to lose 20, 30, 40% of this $2 million because I'm invested as I shouldn't be.
Right,
I'm invested as if I, was still 50, but yet I'm 71 years old. What am I doing? Abe, I know I need to come in and see you. I know there's changes I need to make. I've been listening to you and your team and company on the air for years now. And I know you're the place that can help me with this transition. Yeah. And so she came in for that reason and many others, and talk about stress, with a spouse passing away, talk about stress with handling all these income decisions and investment decisions. So what she wanted and what she was looking for, Heather, was really a partner. Someone to be there by her side, right? Someone's that she can speak to and just pop into the office and just say, you know what, I've got some questions on the business or on strategy here, on investments. Can you just answer these questions for me and give me some added peace of mind? That partnership, right? As you head into retirement. This is a new season for most people as they head into a phase 2 retirement. And so what we did specifically for her was we lowered that stock exposure. We built in principal protection. She wants to sleep better at night. She wanted to sleep better at night. She didn't want to handle major losses. Principal protection built in. She's got RMDs right around the corner. Questions on her businesses. We put together a retirement roadmap, right? And that's what we do for so many people. Once you have that roadmap in place, and we speak with you 3 to 4 times a year about your specific roadmap, that's your income, your taxes, your investments, almost everything almost everything with a dollar sign attached to it, right? We're going to at least speak about, and then we'll advise you on things that we're licensed and credentialed to advise you on.
Mm-hmm.
That's in that retirement roadmap. It's going to cover inflation, the markets, interest rates, your income, taxes, all of it into a cohesive, comprehensive, well thought out phase 2 plan. So if you sound like this lady and business owner from Loudoun County, Virginia, and maybe your spouse or partner has passed away recently, maybe not, maybe you're just handling things on your own and your family members are alive, but you still need help, you still want guidance, you still want that partnership as you head into retirement and transition into a new phase, this new season of your life, you realize you don't know it all when it comes to financial matters. We want to be there to partner with you to help you out. Go to our website, theretirementkey.com. Click on the Contact Us tab at the top of the page, and we can begin to have these conversations about your retirement roadmap with one of our advisory team members right away.
We also have links posted in the show notes, so you can just click there to be directed to our website, which is, again, theretirementkey.com. All right, so thinking about things that worry us, things that we can control, things that we can be responsible for. We have actually talked, I think we've talked about before, kind of taking care of your cars and making sure that everybody's safe that's riding in your car. It's the time of year people are taking road trips.
Yes.
If you're going on a road trip, dear listener, and you have your check engine light on, this is the universe saying to you, get that fixed before you go on this road trip because we want you to be safe and careful.
Yes.
What's interesting is that this new survey shows Americans continue to ignore their check engine light, apparently on average for 4 months, Abe, before they take their car in to figure out what that check engine light is on for. And the reason why that they're so afraid of going to get it checked is because they are just worried about how much that repair is going to cost them.
Yeah.
And thinking about expenditures and costs and money lost based on our lack of awareness, at least with your car, you get that check engine light, Abe, because when it comes to our savings, our investments, we don't have a little light that comes on to say, warning, you might want to look under the hood.
I know. Things can happen really quickly, Heather.
Yes.
I mean, the markets can turn on a dime.
Yep.
And you know what? Speaking about long trips, we were just down in the Charleston, South Carolina area.
Yeah.
And that's, it's like a solid 8 to 10 hour drive,
Yeah.
which I really don't care for, but Shelly loves it because we're in the car together for like 16 to 20 hours
Focused
on the
attention.
way down and back. And that's a quality time that she craves. So we needed to get a state inspection done. And while we were at the dealership, I said, hey guys, just give the car a thorough check, right? I want to know that everything's good.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on the road for 16 to 20 hours total. And everything was fine. But that's the same in terms of your financial and retirement plan. If you haven't gotten that thorough check, you probably still do have the same plan, a lot of the same investments that you had 5, 10, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
More than likely, if you're close to retiring or already there, you probably need a change. Right? Just because this plan worked for you to get you to retirement doesn't mean it's going to work for you into retirement. So relating the whole car checkup to the financial checkup, you want to know the basic things. What's your net worth? What's your tax bracket? What's your debt to income ratio? What's your emergency fund that you need? How much of your money is protected versus in the market? The basic things, like if you went through another 2008 market crash, what is your portfolio going to do? Is it going to lose what the S&P 500 lost, which is almost 40%? Mm-hmm. Or are you going to lose half of that, right? And a large loss in our opinions at Abish Financial is a negative 20 or greater. And in the distribution years, when you're pulling money from your portfolio, if you deal with a loss of negative 20 or greater, you could be just totally derailing your life savings. In other words, the type of planning should be different. I mentioned a couple just a few minutes ago with 2 million of their 2.5 million in Tesla stock. We just had a couple come in from McLean, and that was this couple, 68 years old, 2 million of their 2.5 million in Tesla stock. Tesla stock's taken a beating here recently. They did really well, and then they've lost a ton. And that was one of the main reasons why they came in. That's what we call our portfolio X-ray.
Yeah.
Abe, this current plan we have has done us well. It did them well. It also lost a lot of money, and they knew they couldn't afford to continue to lose more. Mm-hmm. They came in for that portfolio X-ray. So if you sound like this couple from McLean, Virginia, and you may not have all of your life savings in one company stock or close to it, but you may say, Abe, you're right. I'm investing like I was still 45 or 50. I need to get more conservative. I need a phase 2 plan. I don't know it all. I would like some questions answered, a plan put together to see if this makes sense for me and my spouse or myself the rest of my life, give us a call. Go to our website, theretirementkey.com. Click on the Contact Us tab at the top of the page. We can give you that portfolio x-ray to you as well.
We also have links posted in the show notes. So again, just click there to go to our website, which is again, theretirementkey.com.
Thanks for listening to the Retirement Key Podcast with Abe Abish. To learn more about Abish Financial Services, visit retirementkeyradio.com and join Abe for his radio show, The Retirement Key, Saturdays at 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. and Sundays at 8 a.m., 2 p.m., and 5 p.m.
Investment advisory services offered through Abish Financial Wealth Management, LLC, number 310633, a registered investment advisor firm. Financial professionals are not licensed in all 50 states. To find out if Abraham Abish is licensed in your state, please call 571-577-9968. Abish Financial Services is not affiliated with nor endorsed by the Social Security Administration or any other government agency and does not provide legal or tax advice. Annuity guarantees rely solely on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing insurance company. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance and annuity products offered through Abish Financial Services, Inc., Virginia Insurance License number 127820.